Were the chants a little weird getting towards the end of the fourth quarter? You guys were coming back in the game, and the crowd was chanting more and more heavily for you.
Yeah, I mean it's it's an unbelievable feeling, man. I can't even tell you. Get this stuff out of here. It's ridiculous celebrations now. It's a great feeling, honestly, to have that kind of reaction. And after all these years, man, it makes you feel good.
What was it like having Powell introduce you?
Say again?
What was it like having Powell introduce you? I don't think we've seen it all day.
It was great. Yeah, Powell is, we're like brothers, man. We're like brothers. And it's so strange, we always thought we'd be retiring on the same team, you know what I mean? Like, we kind of going out together. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But to have him do that at the beginning of the game means so much to me. It's strange. I mean, this is the last time we're going to be facing him. That's weird, man. That's weird. Unless we play, pickup ball in Barcelona somewhere.
No reconsideration for 2016 or anything?
Say again?
No reconsideration for the Olympics?
Kobe, as an NBA ambassador, you've made multiple trips to Asia, China, Hong Kong, Singapore, and basketball crazy, the Philippines. Can you share a couple of those memories and how your appreciation for the game changed as well, given the way in which the fans in Asia are just incredibly driven by what happens in the NBA, especially in the Philippines?
Sure. When I first went over there in '99, what I noticed was there was just a deep passion for the game of basketball, for whatever reason. Maybe it's the creativity, seeing the immediate response to hard work, whatever the case may be. There was just a natural passion for it. And so I started doing camps and clinics there, and to see the progression that they've made from '99 to now is astonishing. And I think it's only going to grow and grow and grow. But yeah, I mean, there's a deep, deep love for the game.
Kobe, you've had a tremendously unusual career in many ups and many downs, controversies, things like that. Could you ever imagine going out with this kind of affection for the community? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was a little strange to me at first because you're so used to being booed so many times. Somebody actually just cheering you was kind of weird, but I'm not really sure how to respond to it. But I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Kobe, Derrick Rose has been through quite a lot in his career, the injuries, the surgeries, the comeback. What are your thoughts on his resiliency and his perseverance to try and keep playing at such a high level?
Well, I think it's great. It was. I know it was tough for him at first because when you have an injury like that kind of just comes out of nowhere, it can mess with you mentally, right? Because something like that just comes with no warning. You have no idea when it's going to happen again. So, but he's battled through it, and tonight he looked like the same old Derrick Rose. But it's key for him just to continue to stick with it. Control what he can't control, and not worry about what he can't.
Kobe, how
hard is it for you to be physically ready for back-to-back real games?
It's crazy. It's tough. It's really tough. I do a lot. Some nights I show up and my legs just aren't there. A fan on the court side, sitting court side, I was like, hey, give me one dunk. I said, dude, if I could, I would. I'm not saying no, just to, whatever. I mean, I can. I physically can. My legs aren't there to be able to get up and dunk tonight. So, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
You play tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely playing tomorrow. It's not right. If I get out there and play, I'm going to play. If I wrap my finger up multiple times, I'll do that. But if I can walk, I'll play.
What have you done in this league that you still want to accomplish or will wish you had?
Well, if there's something that I wanted to accomplish, that window's gone. So I've been very, very fortunate to say, when I was a kid, I always wanted to win multiple championships. That was the one thing I wanted to do, is win as many championships as Magic had one, Bird had one, and Michael wound up winning. So that was the one thing I always wanted. And so everything else just kind of came with that. So
felt like I've left a couple championships on the table, so that's going to be something that's always going to be there. But all in all, man, I've been very, very blessed.
Kobe,
Hey, Kobe,
you played with, you won 3 rings with Shaq, and then the relationship ended up breaking up. And are there any regrets? Is there anything you think you could have done on your part, maybe to keep the marriage working and try to win more rings like you were talking about?
Yeah, but there was always the challenge of Kobe can't win without Shaq, right? So if I would have went my whole career, we would won championships. God bless you guys, but guys be saying the Hall of Fame speech, he won no shot, he won with Shaq. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it, right? Because I knew that I had the determination to do it, and it was either going to sink or swim. So at some point, I was going to have to take that challenge. And it's going to be either you guys are right or I'm right. I have to take that challenge.
Kobe, you talked about your relationship with Michael. Did you talk to him about coming to terms with being at peace at this stage of your career, and what was those conversations like?
Yeah, we did, and for him, it was much different because what motivates each of us is different. Michael's really driven by things that you guys may say, or just challenges that are right in front of him. I'm really not. I'm more process driven, and so we talked about it. But what makes us tick internally is different. So where I'm at now, the space that I'm at, is different than what Michael went through, this first time around, the second time.
On the topic of MJ, was it any different playing here in the house that Jordan built?
It's always different. Since I first came in the league, it's always been different. There's always such an air, right? I mean, it's just, you can feel the electricity in the building, you can feel the championships and the history, and so this place is always been different.
Kobe, you play the Bucks tomorrow. Your thoughts on Giannis Antetokounmpo?
He's unbelievable. Seriously, I don't think he understands how much talent he has. He has a lot of talent, and I'm looking forward to going up against him tomorrow. But also, talk to him a little bit about the potential that he has and how to maximize that.
Kobe, Jabari Parker also said how much he looked up to you, followed you. He's a Chicago kid, but he said he watched you more than MJ. So that's another guy you'll see tomorrow night. What about those kind of comments that you hear from 20-year-olds in this game?
No, it's great. I mean, he wasn't born when I first came in the league. It's really a great feeling, and I think it's part of my responsibility to pass on as much knowledge as I possibly can to them, so that they can continue to have, build their own careers, build their own legacies or whatever. And when the time comes, they can pass on the knowledge to the next generation, and that's how we continue to keep this thing going.
You mentioned the electricity in this building. There were the chants to the fourth quarter, the intro from Pal. Obviously, that moment you guys had. What do you remember about tonight, you think, when it's all said and done?
I think just the interactions with the crowd. Because normally when I play, I don't hear anything. And now I've kind of opened myself up to be able to have these interactions and conversations and, bantering back and forth. I think it's those moments that I'll probably remember the most.
What do you think you miss the most?
Competition. Right? Competition is just staying up late trying to figure out how to solve the Derrick Rose and Pau Gasol screen roll problems. You know what I mean? How to handle the Kevin Durant's, the D Wades, and all these guys. Like how to deal with them. That preparation is the stuff that I'll always miss. I mean, I'll be up to 3, 4 in the morning trying to figure this stuff out, man.
How were you satisfied in the competition?
Well, because it's not the competition. When I say competition in the sense of the preparation for the competition. That's the stuff that I'll miss. The competition is, you're already prepared. You know what answers are going to come, right? But it's the studying for the test that I'll miss. And you just reshuffle that until what your next passion is. You find something that you love to do, and it's the process that keeps you going and keeps you interested. And so that just evolves into, the next endeavor. Yes, storytelling. Storytelling, filming.
Kobe, en español, ¿qué especial es tu relación con Pau Gasol?
Es mi hermano, será siempre mi hermano. La relación que tenemos es más importante del juego de baloncesto. Es más grande que esto. Es mi hermano, será siempre mi hermano.
¿Piensas que vas a jugar con él en el futuro en España?
No, yo no juego más. No más. Gimnasio donde está solamente 5 o 6 personas, algo así, que están mirando. Y yo y él vamos a jugar 1 contra 1. Sí. No con un equipo.
Kobe, speaking
more
of that,
questions,
Kyle
please.
was saying that you're always talking trash about the 08 Olympics and all that.
Me?
Yeah.
Not just talking. What did he say?
I was just saying that you're always talking, you know what.
I mean, back in the day when I wasn't such a nice guy, after we beat them in the Olympics, and we had just lost to the Celtics, right? So we go into the Olympics, we beat Spain in the finals. And the first day of training camp, he shows up to media day, and I had my gold medal just hanging in his locker. I said, dude, you finished second in the finals. You finished second in the Summer Olympics. You can't finish second again in June this year, so you better get your shit together. That was the message.
Kobe, a year from now, when you're doing whatever it is you're doing, the things you alluded to, will you be at peace?
I'm at peace now. Extremely at peace. And I keep waiting for the hammer to drop. And kind of the feeling of, I've been playing this game since I was 2 years old. At some point, it's really got to hit. But it hasn't hit me yet, because I'm really, really at peace with this. I feel like this is the right thing. And I'm ready to move on. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.